Hi, in this video I will go over how to round numbers to the nearest thousands place. Starting off, I have the number 1362. I will first find the number that is in the thousands place, which is 1. Then I will look at its neighbor, which is 3. And I will ask myself, is 3 5 and above or 4 and below? I know that 3 is 4 and below, which means I have to round down. Rounding down simply means I will take this 1 and I will keep it the same. I will put a 1 here. I will then follow it with a comma. Since I have 3 numbers over here, I will replace those 3 numbers with zeros. And now 1362 rounded to the nearest thousands place is 1000. Next I have 2033. Remember, I will look at the thousands place first, which is our 2. I will then look at its neighbor, which is 0, and ask myself, is it 5 and above or 4 and below? 0 is 4 and below, which means I round down. Rounding down simply means you keep the number the same. So this 2 will remain a 2. I will then follow it with a comma, and these 3 numbers will automatically become zeros. Next, I have 6,200. I will look at my 6, which is in the thousands place. Then I will look at its neighbor, which is 2. 2 falls under the 4 and below category, which means this 6 will remain the same since I'm rounding down. Next, I have 9,767. I will look at my 9, which is in the thousands place. I will then look at its neighbor, which is 7. 7 falls under the 5 and above category, which means I round up. Rounding up means you add 1 to this number over here, which is 9 in this case. Adding 1 to the number 9 gives us 10. I will then add my commas, and these 3 numbers, as always, will remain zeros. Next, I have the number 4,768. 4 is in the thousands place. I will then look at the 7 next to it. 7 falls under the 5 and above category, which means I round up. The 4 rounded up means I add 1. So that means the 4 becomes a 5. I've added a 0. And my commas. Next I have 5,555. I have my thousands place and I look at the next number, which is 5. 5 is 5 and above, which means I round up. Rounding up means this 5 gets added 1, which I get 6. Next I add a comma and I add my 3 zeros. 5,555 rounded to the nearest thousands place is 6,000. And this is how we round numbers to the nearest thousands place.